Record.
Hi guys, this is our YouTube video to spread awareness about ocean pollution. We wanted to go over this to show the world that ocean pollution is honestly killing us over time, and we need to be doing something about it. So, the ocean covers more than 70% of our planet's surface and provides over 50% of our oxygen. Think about that. Half of our world's oxygen comes from the ocean, and it regulates our climate as well as supporting a vast web of biodiversity, and it also sustains millions of people through fisheries, tourism, and trade. However, every day we dump around 8 million metric tons into the ocean, enough to fill a garbage truck every minute. This is not just a crisis, but it's an emergency. So, what is in ocean pollution? Ocean pollution isn't just plastic, but it's much other stuff. So, let's talk about the ocean pollution right now. So, the obvious one is plastic. Obviously, it comes from bags, bottles, microbeads, and synthetic fibers that come from clothes. Chemical waste comes from things such as industrial discharge, factories releasing untreated or barely treated waste into waterways. The stuff often contains toxic heavy metals such as mercury, lead, and arsenic. The kind of chemicals that just don't harm marine life, but build up in the food chain that eventually reaches us, the humans. These aren't just pollutions, but they're poison. Now, next is oil spills. They don't make up the largest share of ocean pollution overall, but their impact is devastating to our world. A single spill can ruin an entire ecosystem for years. I'm not talking about weeks, I'm not talking about months either, years. These take an incredibly long time to break down, and we've all seen the heartbreaking image of birds and sea otters coated in the black sludge. It's not a photo shoot, it's not AI, it's reality. What's another major contributor? Sewage and agriculture runoff. It's a bit hidden, not a lot of people know about this, but it's massive. When farms use fertilizers loaded with nitrogen and phosphorus, those chemicals eventually wash into our rivers and out into the sea. This leads to what scientists call dead zones. Huge areas in the ocean where there's so little oxygen, marine life literally can't survive. Fish flee, coral dies, and the food chain there, which was once bustling, collapses. Now, there's the elephant in the room. Radioactive waste. It sounds like sci-fi, but it's real. It's some governments, especially during the mid to late 20th century, actually dumped nuclear materials into the ocean. It's hard to even imagine the long-term consequences of that. And radioactive elements can stay active and dangerous for thousands of years. Look, these pollutions don't just float. They leach toxins, break down into microplastics, and are eaten by marine life, which often ends up on our plates. And now I'm gonna go over to our marine biologist expert, Alexander Bowie. Please take it from here.
Hi, thanks for having me again. I'm Alexander. I'm a student at NOAA, and I'm studying marine biology. Right now, I'm an intern with the school. But let's just talk about the victim of our waste. So, almost every year, 100,000 marine animals and more than a million seabirds die from plastic-related causes. Sea turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish and choke. Whales have been found dead with stomachs full of shopping bags, carts, nets, and even car parts. Coral reefs are also smothered by microsettlement, affecting the marine ecosystem. It's not just a individual animal, it's a whole population species that are declining. Ecosystems are collapsing, and personally, it's so sad to see it happen. But as long as everyone comes together, we can fix it.
All right, thank you so much for that. So our conclusion is that the ocean isn't just a garbage bin, but it's a blue heart of our planet. It needs to be protected, and it's choking right now. If we don't act by 2050, there may be more plastic than fish in the sea. Can you imagine? There's more plastic than sea life. It's not too late, however, and every voice, every action, and every choice counts. And stand up for the ocean before it's too late. And I want to make this video in order to just preach about the dangers of ocean pollution. And I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me, Trevor.